This isn't the future BMW promised. This is the future BMW delivered. Silent, powerful, and so refined it makes traditional luxury cars feel outdated in seconds. What's up everyone? Subscribe my channel. Imagine standing in front of a car that doesn't just represent the future, it defines it. The BMW i4 2026 in the common UK specification isn't just an electric car, it's a statement of modern luxury, quiet power, and refined intelligence wrapped in one of the cleanest silhouettes BMW has ever designed. This isn't about loud exhaust notes or flashy gimmicks anymore. This is about presence, confidence, and effortless class. The kind of car that doesn't need to shout to be noticed. From the very first glance, the 2026 BMW i4 feels expensive. Not just in price, but in attitude. The low-slung coupe-like stance, the flowing roofline, and the perfectly balanced proportions give it that executive-level elegance that fits perfectly in London streets, Manchester business districts, or long motorway cruises across the UK. The front fascia looks sharp and intelligent, not aggressive for no reason. Sleek LED matrix headlights, the modern closed kidney grille design, and sculpted body lines that flow like liquid metal. Everything feels intentional. Everything feels premium. This is the kind of design that looks just as good pulling up to a 5-star hotel as it does parked outside a minimalist glass office building. BMW didn't just design a car, they designed an identity. Now let's talk about the feel, because the i4 doesn't try to be a futuristic spaceship, it feels like a proper BMW, just evolved. When you sit inside, you're not stepping into a tech lab, you're stepping into a modern luxury lounge. The cabin is calm, clean, and refined. Premium vegan leather upholstery, ambient lighting that wraps softly around the interior, brushed aluminum or dark wood trims, and that curved BMW display that blends the digital cluster and infotainment screen into one seamless visual flow. Everything is positioned for the driver. The steering wheel feels thick, solid, and premium. The materials feel cold, heavy, and expensive to the touch. No cheap plastics, no hollow panels. This is craftsmanship. The common UK option setup makes this even more appealing because it's not over the top, not extreme, not exaggerated. It's classy, it's tasteful, it's subtle wealth. The kind of luxury that doesn't need to prove itself. And then there's the silence. The moment you start the BMW i4, there's no noise, just calm, a smooth, quiet readiness. You don't hear the engine, you feel the power waiting. When you accelerate, the response is instant. No delays, no gear shifts, no drama. Just smooth, controlled force pushing you forward, like a high-speed train gliding on invisible rails. This is where electric luxury feels different. It's not aggressive, it's effortless. On UK roads, this matters. Smooth city driving, silent cruising through residential areas, relaxed motorway journeys. The i4 feels perfectly tuned for real-world daily life. It's fast when you want it, calm when you need it, and comfortable at all times. The suspension feels composed, absorbing imperfections in the road without feeling soft or disconnected. It's balanced, sporty, but refined. BMW didn't make this car for drag races. They made it for people who value quality of movement. The driving experience feels intelligent. The steering is precise, light but controlled. The chassis feels planted. The weight distribution feels balanced. It doesn't feel like a heavy EV, it feels like a performance grand touring that happens to be electric. Now let's talk about the technology, because this is where the i4 becomes a luxury digital machine. The interface is clean, modern, and intuitive. Navigation, driving modes, energy management, climate control, everything is smooth, responsive, and visually elegant. No clutter, no confusion, just fluid digital design. The voice assistant feels natural, the controls feel premium, the displays feel cinematic. But it's not just screens, it's smart systems, driver assistance, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, intelligent braking, parking assistance, all working quietly in the background, protecting you without making you feel controlled. It feels like invisible luxury, the best kind. The sound system transforms the cabin into a concert hall. Deep bass, crystal clarity, balanced acoustics. Whether you're playing classical music, hip-hop, or ambient electronic, the audio experience feels rich, immersive, and clean. This is not just transport, this is experience engineering. The BMW i4 2026 isn't trying to be flashy, futuristic, it's trying to be timeless. 10 years from now, this design will still look elegant, the interior will still feel premium, the technology will still feel modern. That's real luxury, longevity, not trends. And for the UK market, this makes even more sense. It fits the roads, it fits the lifestyle, it fits the cities, it fits the charging infrastructure, it fits the future direction of transport. It feels practical without losing its emotional appeal. It feels premium without being pretentious. It feels advanced without being complicated. This is the car for professionals, creators, executives, entrepreneurs, people who don't need loud validation but value quality, performance, and intelligence. The i4 isn't trying to compete with supercars, it's not trying to compete with hypercars, it's not trying to shock the world. It's doing something more powerful. It's redefining modern luxury mobility. It's confidence, it's calm, it's class, it's control. It's intelligence, it's silence, it's speed without chaos, it's power without noise, it's luxury without arrogance. The 2026 BMW i4 in common UK specification is not just a car you drive, it's a car you live with, a car that becomes part of your lifestyle, a car that feels right every single day, not just on special occasions. This isn't the future of BMW. This is the present of BMW. And if this is where everyday electric luxury is heading, the future looks very, very expensive in the best possible way. If you want more ultra-premium electric car content, future EV reviews, luxury auto scripts, and next-gen mobility visions, you already know what to do. What's up, everyone? Subscribe my channel.